Friends, in 2012, 19th October, on the same date, Student of the Year was released. Directed by Karan Johar, produced by Dharma Productions, and this was the first non-Shah Rukh Khan movie directed by Karan Johar. But Shah Rukh Khan was involved in the movie making, because he was a co-producer. Red Chillies also produced this movie along with Dharma Productions. So Karan Johar and Shah Rukh Khan, they share the honors of introducing three good actors to the big screen, friends, from Student of the Year: Varun Dhawan, Siddharth Malhotra and Alia Bhatt. And from that particular point, the journey of these three actors is so awesome. At that point, probably they were promising debutants, but even they would not have imagined that they would make it that big in the Bollywood. Amongst all the competition, friends, these three people fared so well due to their acting skills and also their on-screen presence, that they make it felt, and the commitment they have to the roles, to the characters that they have been given, friends. And then Karan Johar gives a musical entry to all these three actors whom he launched. Right at the beginning, we get to see Karan Johar introduces Siddharth Malhotra, Alia Bhatt and Varun Dhawan in the Student of the Year. I'm not reviewing this movie or the story of the movie. Just let's discuss the sweetness of this movie. Of course, like all other Karan Johar movies, this movie also has been set in kuch nahi hota hai type of college itself. Only the romance, the games, the sports, the competitions, all these things keep happening. The bromance maybe, and lot of singing, dancing, etc., etc. Other than studies, everything is going on in Karan Johar's campus. A dream campus for lazy students, or who want to just flourish, like enjoying their life, not doing anything. So it looks beautiful, that's all. So from the other perspective, on the other angle, Karan Johar's college campus and also the student mood stories that he narrates on the big screen, it creates a different mood, it creates a different mode, and they give thorough entertainment. Not only that, the extravagant presentation, colleges like never heard of, never seen of. And he time and again gives us a visual spectacle of watching the movies. Karan Johar can make these movies rich and larger than life. Come back to the movie. He gives a fantastic musical entry to all these three actors. We get Varun Dhawan's entry with Papa Kehte Hai, and then Alia Bhatt gets an entry with Gulabi Aankhe, and Siddharth Malhotra gets an entry with Kukudu song. And we get to watch one more entry of Alia Bhatt with the song Chand Sa Roshan Chehra. Among all the three entries, friends, I felt the best entry, musical entry, was that of Alia Bhatt. She simply stole the screen, just like that. Fantastic entry, fantastic screen presence, and see the attitude, especially in Gulabi Aankhe scene. Karan Johar, the way he introduces his hero or heroine is simply fabulous. He makes them feel like a king or a queen or a prince or a princess. Coming to the performances, all three have given brilliant performances. The bromance, first of all, the conflict between Varun Dhawan and Siddharth Malhotra, their chemistry starts with a conflict, and then they become friends. And then once again, there is a conflict because of Alia Bhatt, because the triangle has formed there. And then there is a breakup in their friendship and the bromance, and finally they sort it out. So up and down, the bromance and the conflict and everything between Varun Dhawan and Siddharth Malhotra is simply fantastic. And when we are speaking about the triangle or love story there, the first two dots in the triangle, Varun Dhawan and Alia Bhatt. So Varun Dhawan is a flirt, and Alia Bhatt wants to be committed to that relationship. She loves him, but she doesn't like his mannerisms and flirting attitude. Then comes the third angle, Siddharth Malhotra. Initially, he is not at all interested in her. He knows that Varun Dhawan is loving Alia Bhatt, but then he trains Alia Bhatt. If you need to win him and bring him back from the flirting angle into a serious relationship, you need to create an element of jealousy within him, and with this suggestion, he becomes the third angle of the love triangle. Alia Bhatt also starts liking Siddharth Malhotra. Confusion, as Salman Khan says in Kuch Kuch Hota Hai. Kuch Hota Hai is there between Alia Bhatt and Varun Dhawan, Alia Bhatt and Siddharth Malhotra also it is there. We know which is going to work out and which not, and why not. At a particular point, Alia Bhatt screams and yells at both these Varun Dhawan and Siddharth Malhotra. They're fighting, they're beating each other. Then she comes and yells and tells, I am not a part of the competition of the Student of the Year. You people don't even know my emotions. So the love triangle has come good. The changing chemistries and loyalties, we cannot call it as loyalties, the attractions, the changing attractions. And in that perspective, conflicts created in the relationship of these three people. Karan Johar is the master of this, creating the conflicts in the relationships. And coming to the basic story on the outer shell, though the inner shell is the romance between these three characters, the triangular love story, but actually the student of the year, the outer shell on the broader perspective in the most of the second half of the movie is the competitions which happen between the students to pick the student of the year. So this has been conceptualized, conducted and executed by the dean of the college, Rishi Kapoor. And when the competitions ends, friends, I love that particular scene, the reaction of Kayos Irani. Kayos Irani has given a very good performance in this movie, but the closing act, I'm not talking about the climax, even after this, a part of the climax left over, this is not the actual climax, we can call it as a pre-climax. In the pre-climax closure, when Varun Dhawan rejects the student of the year trophy, just watch out for Kayos Irani's reaction. His outburst, that has been scripted brilliantly. He tells, because of your selfishness, we all have become a game in your life. We all have become time pass in your life. You're the most selfish person. He tells to the dean, you don't have fun, you don't have a life partner, you don't have any relationships in your life. But what you have done by creating these stupid competitions is, at the end of the competitions, we all, the friends for so many years, are separated. There is a breakage in our relationships and friendship within few days of these competitions, and such, the hell is your competitions, go to hell. That's a fantastic scene written, friends, and executed and enacted by Kayos Irani. So that was also the point where Rishi Kapoor as a dean and also as a human being breaks down. As the camera zooms up, you can watch Rishi Kapoor standing on the logo of Student of the Year. There is no winner. The winner has rejected the trophy and he has become the greatest loser in front of so many people. And one more scene where Siddharth Malhotra has almost won the final competition that would have got him the crown and the trophy of the Student of the Year, which he was aiming at. He deliberately loses that competition for Varun Dhawan, friends. And the explanation he gives at the end of the movie is simply brilliant. That is yet another closure. In that competition, due to the Alia angle, there was a big rivalry between Varun Dhawan and Siddharth Malhotra. In the final act, Siddharth Malhotra could have won, but he loses the competition. And the explanation he gives is, while running, I was watching your father. He's a heartless man. He wanted me to win. He wanted to see you lose. By losing that game to you, I've defeated one of the famous personalities in the country, one of the most egoistic person in the country. That scene and that explanation is simply fabulous. So this shows a friendship perspective. Though there was a rift, in the deep core, they were always friends. The scenes between Ram Kapoor, Varun Dhawan and Siddharth Malhotra, the way Ram Kapoor treats Varun Dhawan, his own son, in front of others, the way he undermines him, the way he differentiates him with yet another son of his, conflict between the parent and kids, the parents not realizing the dreams of their kids, has also been touched upon with some emotional frames. And coming to the music of the movie, friends, lovely music, brilliant choreography, awesome dancing, especially Varun Dhawan was so graceful, friends, in his first movie itself. Look at the confidence, look at the energy that he carried on the big screen. And Karan Johar also knew the strength of his actors. Whenever there was immense dancing to the point of perfection, in those frames, he has just kept Varun Dhawan. Alia also was good in dancing in the song numbers. But Siddharth Malhotra, especially watching his dancing skills when he saw himself on the screen, might have realized dancing is not my territory. Ishq Wala Love and Disco Divane are easily my favorites. And so is Radha. And in the Radha song, friends, Rishi Kapoor dances for Dafli Wale along with Alia Bhatt. I say he was dancing better than all those actors. Thanks to Vishal Shekhar for giving such brilliant songs. What composition. Ayananka Bose, cinematography, should be credited, should be appreciated for giving us visual treat. And last but not the least, the support actors, friends, in and around. They were simply fantastic. Take it Ronit Roy, take it Ram Kapoor, take it Gautami Kapoorji, take it Sana Saeed and Manasi Rath, Kayos Irani and Manjot Singh, and above all, the great Rishi Kapoorji. Overall, friends, it's not a great movie in terms of content, but in terms of entertainment, presentation, beautiful presentation, brilliant debut, and awesome performances by Varun Dhawan, Siddharth Malhotra and Alia Bhatt, you can definitely watch Student of the Year. Where? Amazon Prime Video. I revisited the movie on the occasion of its anniversary. I was watching Student of the Year after many years, and there was a smile on my face throughout the movie. Enjoyed it. Yet again, since it's a revisit, no rating for Student of the Year. Happy anniversary to the entire team of SOTI, Student of the Year. Thanks for watching my video. If you loved my video, you can like, share and subscribe to my channel. I'll catch up with you all in my next video with yet another movie review. Until then, do take care. Goodbye. Namaste.